Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Snowman1999 here, and we are back with another Minecraft video here on the channel. Today, I will be showing y'all how you can go ahead and build Grandma SquarePants, which is SpongeBob's grandma. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, just go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for daily pixel art builds coming in the very near future. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, you will need yellow terracotta, white concrete, light gray, cyan, pink, brown, red, and go ahead and grab some green concrete. Let's go ahead and start with 3 green, just like this. Let's do a diagonal green. Let's do 2 yellow terracotta on top, just like that. Alright. Let's come back to our green concrete here. Let's skip 2 blocks. And then let's place a light gray. And then right beside of our light gray, let's do 2 green concrete. Let's do a yellow terracotta on top. 2 green concrete right beside of it. And let's do a green concrete here and 1 yellow terracotta. Just like this. For our next row, let's go ahead and do a diagonal left yellow terracotta. Let's do 1 on top. And then for our next row, let's come back to our green concrete here. Let's go ahead and skip 1. And let's place a white concrete. And just like that. On top of our white concrete, let's bring this down. Hang it by 1. And going to our right, let's place 2 white, 1 yellow terracotta, and let's place 1 white concrete going down. Alright, let's do a diagonal white. Let's do 2 light gray going up. Then let's do 3 more white going up, just like this. Okay, let's come right here. Let's do 2 light gray. Let's do 4, just like that. Make sure your light gray hangs by 2. Let's come right here and let's just place 3 white, just like this. Okay, starting right here, let's do 3 white concrete. For our next row, do a diagonal white and bring it over, hang it by 1, just like this. Let's do another row right on top, and then bring this over and connect it just like this. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and come back right here. So starting here, let's bring this over, hang it by 2, and then right underneath the second block, let's do 2 pink going down. Let's do 2 yellow terracotta. Let's do a yellow terracotta diagonal. Let's do a brown concrete diagonal. And then on top of our brown, let's do 2 yellow terracotta and then 1 going down, just like this. And then let's go ahead and bring down our brown concrete till you're at the same level as our here, and then at the very end, let's do a white concrete, and it should be in line with your green concrete there. Alrighty, now let's head back up. Let's go ahead and start with a white terracotta. I mean, not white terracotta, but a white concrete here. Let's bring our yellow terracotta over and stop it right there. Okay, for your next row, let's do yellow terracotta, hanging by 2, just like this. And then right where we got our second light gray, come on up and let's just place a brown concrete. And then let's bring this over and stop it right over top of our white concrete. For our next row, let's do 2 yellow terracotta right there. Let's do 1 brown and 1 yellow terracotta. Then let's bring over our yellow terracotta and hang it by 1. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and start with our yellow terracotta, hang it by 1, just like this. And then bring over our yellow terracotta and hang it by 1, just like this. Alright, for our next row, let's come right where we got our brown concrete here. Come on top of it, and let's place a brown concrete right there. Bring over our yellow terracotta, hang it by 1. And then bring over your yellow terracotta and hang it by 1, just like this. Alright, for your next row, let's go ahead and hang our yellow terracotta by 2, just like this. And then go ahead and bring it over and hang it by 1, just like that. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and do another row of yellow terracotta and hang it by 1, just like this. Okay, for your next row, let's do a yellow terracotta hanging like this. Let's do 1 here. Let's do 3 pink, 1 brown concrete, and let's bring our yellow terracotta over and hang it by 1. Okay. For our next row, let's just start where our pink concrete is. Let's do 3 on top. Let's go ahead and grab, guys, some. Let's just grab some magenta concrete. Let's do 1 magenta concrete here. And then go ahead and do your 3 yellow terracotta. Okay. Now, let's bring our yellow terracotta down to the end, just like that. For our next row, let's come right on top of our magenta concrete. Let's do 2 brown right here, and then go ahead and finish it with 2 yellow terracotta. Okay, so come right here, guys. Do you see where we got our brown concrete? Let's go a block over right here, come up and place a brown concrete, and then go ahead, fill this in with your yellow terracotta. Alright, let's come back over here. Let's hang our yellow terracotta by 1, and just like that. And then let's place down 2 more yellow terracotta and 1 brown. Let's do 5 yellow terracotta in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just like this. Okay. For our next row, let's do a yellow terracotta, hang it by 1. Let's come down to where we got our brown concrete, and let's just place 1 right there. Let's do 3 yellow terracotta in the middle. Okay. Starting here, let's do 2 yellow terracotta. Let's do 1 cyan. Let's do 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 2 yellow terracotta. 1 brown. And let's bring our yellow terracotta down to the end. Alright, for our next row, let's do a diagonal cyan concrete. Let's do 2 white, 1 yellow terracotta, 1 brown concrete, 3 yellow terracotta. Let's do a cyan concrete. Then let's bring our white concrete down and then place a cyan right there. Let's do 2 yellow terracotta. Let me go ahead and grab out, guys, my dark gray concrete. Alright, let's do 3 dark gray. Let's do 5 light gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's place a yellow terracotta hanging on the end. For our next row, let's do a diagonal cyan. Let's do 4 white concrete, 1 cyan, 3 light gray, 1 white, 1 cyan. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white concrete. Let's go ahead and do 2 yellow terracotta, 2 light gray. Then let's bring our dark gray concrete down, stop it with 1 light gray concrete left, and then finish it with 3 yellow terracotta. For our next row, let's just go ahead. Let's start right on top of our cyan. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white concrete. Let's do 1 cyan, 1 yellow terracotta. Let's bring our white concrete down to the end, just like this. And let's place 1 cyan, 1 yellow terracotta, 1 light gray, 1 dark gray. Then let's bring our yellow terracotta down, stop it with 1 block left. For our next row, let's go ahead. Let's do 4 white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 dark gray, just going straight up. Go ahead and do 2 white beside of it. 2 cyan. 1 white concrete. 1 dark gray. Then let's bring our white concrete down, just like this. On top of our cyan concrete here, let's do 3 dark gray. And then let's bring our yellow terracotta down to the end. Okay, for our next row, let's do 3 white concrete, 1 cyan, 1 white, 1 cyan, 1 white, 1 cyan. And then let's come down here to where our dark gray is. Let's simply just do 2 cyan, and just like that. Then let's fill this in. Alright. Now let's just simply bring our yellow terracotta down to the end. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, no, let's gonna break this. Let's gonna do 6. Just 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Oops, I cannot place blocks today, guys. Alright. Actually, let's do 5, guys. Sorry about that. Then let's do 2 cyan, 1 white concrete, 1 cyan. Bring our white concrete down, just like that. Let's do 1 cyan. Alright, come to a second dark gray right here. Go up from it, and right here, let's just do, let's do 2 red concrete right there, right in the middle. Fill this in, red terracotta, and then let's fill this in as well with yellow. For our next row, let's go ahead and bring our, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white concrete, 2 cyan, 1 yellow terracotta. Let's bring our white concrete down to the end. Then let's come back to our red concrete here. let's just do 3 red on top, just like that. Fill the rest of this in with yellow terracotta. For your next row, bring your yellow terracotta down and hang it by 1. And I am going to back up, ladies and gentlemen, and show you what we have so far. We have something that looks like this. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. Let's just go ahead and place a cyan concrete right there. And then fill this in with white concrete. Let's do, starting right here, do 1 yellow terracotta. Let's come down here, place a white concrete. Let's do 1 cyan, just like that. And then fill the rest of this in with white concrete. Let's come back to our red concrete. Let's do 3 red concrete. Then let's fill this in with yellow. Then bring it down to the end, just like that, with our yellow terracotta. For our next row, let's go ahead and do 1 cyan, 4 white concrete, 1 cyan, 1 white concrete, 2 yellow terracotta, 1 cyan. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white, just like that. Alright, let's come to our 1 light gray right here. As you can see, what one I'm pointing at. Go up from there and right here. Let's do 3 red, just going straight up. Alright, let's fill this in. Yellow terracotta. And right beside of it, do 2 yellow terracotta and 1 red concrete in the middle. And then bring this down and stop it right there. For our next row, let's do a cyan right here. 2 white, 1 cyan, 1 white concrete. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow terracotta. 1 cyan, 4 white concrete, 1 cyan. Let's fill this in, yellow terracotta. And then let's bring our yellow terracotta down to the end, just like this. Alright, for our next row, let's go and skip 2, and on the 3rd block right here, do 2 yellow terracotta, just going up. And then let's fill this all in with yellow terracotta. And then come to our red concrete here, go up from it, and right here, place a red concrete. Then in the middle, fill this in. Then on this side, just do 2 yellow terracotta. Okay. For our next row, let's just do a whole row of yellow terracotta. And let's bring it down and stop it right there. Okay. For our next row, let's start right here. Okay. You see where we got our white concrete right here? Let's go up from it. Let's place a red concrete right there. And then, but first, wait a minute, break this first. Okay. Let's go ahead and start right here. And let's bring this all the way down with our yellow terracotta. Stop it at the end. Okay, for our next row, let's come right here, do 1 yellow terracotta, 1 red concrete. And then let's find our cyan right here. As you can see where I'm pointing at. Let's go up from there, right here. Let's just do 2 magenta concrete right there. Then we can fill this side in, yellow terracotta. And then let's do 3 yellow terracotta, 1 magenta, and then bring your yellow terracotta down to the end. Okay. For our next row, let's come back to our 2 magenta. Let's skip one, and right here, let's place a magenta concrete. Then, let's just go ahead and bring our yellow terracotta down to the end, just like this. And then, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 white concrete, 1 magenta, 3 white concrete, and 1 magenta, just like this. Okay, for our next row, let's start right here. Do 2 yellow terracotta, 2 red. Let's come back down here. Let's place a magenta concrete diagonal. Let's fill this in. And then let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white concrete. Let's do another magenta concrete right there. Go ahead and do 3 white and 1 magenta, just like that. For our next row, let's come on top of our red concrete here. Let's do 3 yellow terracotta, 1 magenta, 1 white, 1 magenta. Then let's just bring our white concrete down to the end, just like this. For our next row, let's do 2 yellow terracotta. Then let's bring our white concrete down to the very end, just like this. Okay, starting right here, let's just bring our white concrete down to the very end. Okay, just like this. Okay, for our next row, let's come all the way down here. So we got 3 white right here. Let's place a magenta concrete. And then right beside this magenta, let's just place 1 white. Now fill the rest of this in with our white concrete, just like that. Alright, for our next row, let's do 1 magenta diagonal, just like this. Then let's bring our white concrete down all the way to the end, just like that. For the next row, let's do 1 white, 1 magenta. Then let's bring our white concrete down to the very end. Okay, let's go up, starting right here. Let's just bring our white concrete all the way down, and then place a magenta concrete at the very end. Okay, for our next row, let's go ahead and do 1 magenta, 4 white, 1 magenta. Then let's bring our white concrete down to the end. Alright, for our next row, let's do 1 magenta, 2 white, 1 magenta. And then let's bring our white concrete down and just hang it by 1, just like this. For our next row, let's come right on top, right here, starting on top of our magenta. Let's bring our white concrete down and then place a magenta concrete at the very end. Alright, heading up. Starting here, do 1 magenta, 4 white, 2 magenta, and let's do our white concrete down to the end. For our next row, let's go ahead and do 1 magenta, 4 white, 1 magenta, and let's go ahead and fill this in with white concrete. For our next row, let's do 4 magenta, and let's bring our white concrete down to the end. Starting here, let's bring our white concrete down like that. And guys, finally, to finish it off, let's just do 4 white concrete right in the middle. And ladies and gentlemen, there we have done it. We have finished Grandma SquarePants, aka SpongeBob's grandma, here in Minecraft. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, just go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and go ahead and share this video with your friends and family, because these pixel art builds take a long time to do, but I'm doing them just for you guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just comment down below if this video has helped you guys out, and if it was easy to follow along. I tried to make it easy, the best I can, so you guys do not get confused or stuck or anything like that. And well, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all to death. Always remember, stay safe out there and have fun. And until the next video, this has been me, Snowman1999 here, and I am signing out. Peace out.